Welcome. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It would really help the channel to spread around and to help other people to find the videos. Guys, if you're listening to this video, please listen to the end of the video. There's some things that I'm saying that maybe you could help me with, right? Because I don't know everything. I'm just doing a little bit of research, trying to, help everybody out to make things a little bit more clear. I appreciate you. In this video today, I'm going to just be going over the Fed saying that they were pushing back the ISO20022. But before I get started on that, it really makes me upset to see like some of these other YouTube channels promoting, Roth IRAs, for people to invest in that's invested in crypto. Also, when they talk about XRP Las Vegas, like what no one really cares about that. No one invested into this stuff to care about any XRP conference. I mean, me personally, I just feel like all of that stuff is just dog and pony bullshit, right? It's just stuff to get you hype and get you distracted, in my opinion. Those things has nothing to do with any of this stuff. But on the flip side of that, right, those type of conferences are a testament of how much this stuff is technology, right? However, during those conferences, they never really talk about the actual real things that they're going to be doing with the technology because they really don't want anyone to know what they're really going to be doing, right? Certain conferences, they're not really talking a lot about, I should say, about what they're actually going to be doing. But anyway, yeah, that's just something that just really irked my nerves this morning when I was going through just seeing what type of news is going on out there. So, like I said, I have been seeing things going around about the Fed, pushing back the release time for the ISO 20022 payment standard. Now, a lot of people are talking about it. I didn't really go and listen to what they had to say, really. I just saw like headline news, or I saw like YouTubers' thumbnails mentioning it. Of course, to get you to click the video. So I'm not too sure what no one has said. I mean, I heard one person, honestly, and it sounds as if they believed it, but it got me thinking, because that's what I do, right? I'm a person that thinks a lot about everything. And I said to myself, how can a quote unquote government agency that did not want anything to do with crypto now could be an agency that has such power that they can hold back the release time or push back the release time of the ISO 20022 standard that was supposed to be coming in March? It got me thinking, like, how could this be? So I went online and I researched, I just researched like, who can decide when the ISO 20022 is launched. And this is basically what I discovered. So the first thing I found was this. The decision to launch ISO 20022 ultimately rests with individual financial institutions and market infrastructures like SWIFT, as they determine when to adopt the standard within their respective systems. Though the International Organization for Standardization, ISO, sets the standard itself and governs it and govern its development updates. In the United States, the Federal Reserve plays a key role in mandating ISO 20022 adoption for specific payment systems like FedWire, setting a timeline for implementation. So, what it says here, right, which is what we have to really pay attention to. The Federal Reserve plays a key role in that mandate for the ISO 20022 in the United States. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to push it back for everywhere else. Now, the only thing that's going to happen is that the US is going to basically once again get left behind due to the negligence of these people, right? Everywhere else is going to basically be moving forward with the ISO 20022 standard by March 10th. Everyone everywhere else is going to go on the standard. The only thing that's going to happen is that the US is just going to get left behind. Now, what does that mean for your investments? Well, it shouldn't mean anything, but it will mean something, right? Because of the simple fact of the matter that the US, what they're doing here is basically holding the fucking technology back from moving forward. Because a lot of the ISO 20022 coins depend on the ISO 20022 standard to be set in place. But as we see here, the Fed wants to hold it back. What's the reason? I don't even know, right? But when I saw here, I'm like, okay, they're talking about, specific payment systems like FedWire. So I went and did research to see. Now, some people listening may know this. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know this until I just researched it. So I just looked up, do U.S. banks need FedWire to adopt ISO 20022? So I typed it in Google, and of course, AI answered it for me. And basically, AI said this: yes, U.S. banks need to adopt ISO 20022 to use FedWire, the Federal Reserve's real-time gross settlement system. The transition to ISO 20022 is mandatory and will occur on March 10th, 2025. Right? Now, that's what it gave me when I asked AI. But then I went along and I asked AI, do US banks use FedWire, right? And AI told me that, yes, US banks use FedWire, an electronic funds transfer system that allows for same-day transactions. FedWire is the most widely used wire transfer system in the United States. Okay, so banks use it. All right, cool. But the one theme I'm seeing here is basically adopting it for uses within the United States. We all know that a lot of these banks do business overseas. Is it possible that they could adopt it for use with them just doing transfers overseas? I don't know, because SWIFT is going to be adopting it by March 10th. Once SWIFT adopts it, right, that's them being able to send money cross borders. So again, it just had my gears turning. I don't know if it makes any sense. I don't even know if that could happen like that. However, you just never know. You just never know, right? With a lot of this stuff, you just never know. I then went ahead and I asked AI again. Well, not really AI, but I'm asking Google these questions, right? But Google uses AI to give you your answers. So, whatever. Has ISO 20022 been pushed back by the Fed? I asked it. Even though I saw it there, I still asked, right? And it said, yes, the Federal Reserve has delayed the implementation of ISO 20022 multiple times. The most recent delay was to July 14th, 2025, right? Yeah. We all know that. That's what was said. This is why I did this video, because I just wanted to see. So the delays happened. One delay happened. It was supposed to be, the Fed was supposed to implement the ISO 20022, if you see here, November 2023. Then the Fed delayed the implementation to March 2025 to focus on Fed Now. Now they have delayed it again till January 14th, 2025 to give customers and vendors more time to prepare. Right? So that's the reason why, quote unquote, right? That's the reason that they gave, is to give customers and vendors more time to prepare. Now, I don't understand what they're giving them time to prepare for, because it's ISO 20022 is supposed to be just a messaging standard. Why do I need to give customers and vendors more time to prepare to send messages, if that's what it's supposed to be? Because that's what everybody's saying, right? Everybody's saying that ISO 20022 is just for messages. I mean, why do you need to give people more time to prepare for messaging? You know why? Because it's not just fucking messaging. That's why. It's way more than messaging. It's the new payment system that's coming. So they have to give vendors and customers more time to prepare for the new payment system. It's not just messaging. It goes way deeper than that. Way deeper. But that's just a little bit of some things that I found here. Also, I also came across another document where I went on the SWIFT website and I found a portion on the website where it said industry decision to migrate. In 2018, the SWIFT community decided to adopt ISO 20022 for cross-border payments and reporting, with the new standard used in over 70 countries and forecast to be used in 80% of clearing and settlement of high-value payments by 2025. We're in 2025. Financial institutions gave SWIFT the mandate to facilitate the move to the new language of payments. So again, here is things that it sounds confusing, right? ISO 20022 really is supposed to just be a standard language for payments, cross-border payments. Well, I mean, when SWIFT is using it, but FedNow and FedWire are, settlement platforms that banks use to settle payments for the day, real time, right? But we know that crap right now is not real time. So right now, the Fed was probably more worried about getting rid of FedWire to bring in FedNow, because FedNow will be the new system, because FedNow is going to be the system that replaces FedNow, I believe, for the new payment standard. Again, they probably have to get everybody. That's probably why they held it back in the US, right? They want to get FedNow set in place, because FedNow is going to be moving the money. FedNow is going to be moving the money on the blockchain. So that's probably what it is. Just from the little research I did, I really hope that this is making sense, because I'm kind of going off the top of my head, really. But that's what's going to be going on. So FedNow is going to be pushed back. I mean, ISO 20022 is going to be pushed back until July 14th in the United States. However, it doesn't mean that it's going to be pushed back worldwide. So that's the one thing that I really wanted to clear up. I really wanted to get straight. And I want my listeners to understand that, yeah, we're going, the US is going to be held back, really. That's really it. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I'm out of here.